Good afternoon, thank you very much, and welcome here to Hogan Park in Moate. It is round three of the Lidl Ladies National Football League, the meeting of Westmeath against Galway. No semi-final places up for grabs today after two defeats for each side, but more importantly, as spring comes to Ireland and the sun is out, survival in Division 1 is key. It's effectively in a relegation semi-final. The winner of this game will finish third in Division 1A. The loser of this game will have to fight it out to stay in the top flight for 2023. I'm Darren Kelly, and joined here in the commentary box by Fidelma Quinn. And Fidelma, an opportunity for both teams to try and get their first victory of the season, an important game even if any chance of league silverware is gone for this year.
Yeah, it is indeed, Darren, an important game for both teams. Both of them want to get a win with two defeats behind them, and also they want to avoid the relegation battle that lies ahead for the team that loses here today.
Certainly too, they don't want to be getting into the habit of losing more games because it can get very, very difficult. Let's look at the two teams, and we'll start with the whole side. Westmeath, All-Ireland Intermediate champions, of course. Two changes from the starting 15 that was named during the week. In goal number 1, Ciara Faulkner. Full back line of 2, Millie Fagan. 3 is the captain, Lucy Power, and 4 is Niamh Nolan. Half back line were number 5, Fiona Coyle. Centre back number 6, Amy Alford, and 7 is Chloe Kelly. In midfield, the first of those changes, number 18, Ashley Ruan, comes into the team, replacing number 8, Anya Gaynor. She's partnered in midfield by Tracy Dillon. The half forward line, 10, Anna Jones. 11, Clara Thornton. And 12, we're number 19 now, is Chloe Smullen in at left wing forward. The inside line, 13, Sarah Dillon. 14, Karen Hegarty. 15, Ciara Blundell. Lots of quality there for Delma. I expect a few positional changes, no doubt.
Yeah, there's, I suppose, the two changes. Ashley Ruan had been carrying a small injury, so I presume she's back fit to play and replaces Anya Gaynor there. I expect we'll see Anya at some stage throughout the day. She performed well against Donegal and scored a good goal, and Chloe Smullen is replacing Kelly Boyce Jordan. Again, I've no doubt Kelly will be making an appearance as well at some point. She's loads of experience behind her, and she's a quality player.
Good options there on the bench for Westmeath. Let's look at the Galway team. We're told the 1 to 15 is in your list there. We'll start this match. Alana Griffin in goal. A full back line of 2, Fabian Cooney. 3, Emily Gavin, and 4, Aoifeanny Kelly. Half back line were number 5, Charlotte Cooney. Centre back number 6 is Shelleen Trill, and 7, the captain for today, Shauna Malloy. In midfield were number 8 is Alva Davern, partner with number 9, Sarah Lynchy. The half forward line, 10, Leanne Cohen. 11, Andrea Trill, and 12 is Lara Finnegan. Inside line, top of the right, number 13, Mairead Choiga. Full forward, number 14, Linda Boot. Top of the left were number 15, Darina Keane. Again, for Delma, opportunities for Galway players. A lot mentioned about the missing Kilkerran and Clonberne players. Of course, Westmeath are missing some of the All-Ireland team from last year as well, but a chance for players on both teams in this Galway side to step up.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, the loss of the Kilkerran and Clonberne girls is big to Galway, but it's an opportunity for some of the other girls to make a break in onto the team, and I think some of them have been doing quite well, and I'm sure they're going to build on that. Every Division 1 game that they play is going to add to their experience, and no doubt it's going to be massive when the Kilkerran and Clonberne girls come back into the panel. It'll be interesting to see if Galway play as named. There has been changes, so we'll see.
We'll be keeping a firm eye on that in the opening exchanges. Galway have gone into their huddle. The referee for this game, of course, the All-Ireland final referee from 2021, Brendan Rice from Down. It is a magnificent occasion, and of course, as you can see there, conditions absolutely superb. Of course, Fidelma, is yourself a Galway woman living in Westmeath, playing in Moate as well. You know this ground very, very well. A great surface for ladies football.
Yeah, the pitch is in great condition. I was playing a league game on it myself yesterday, and it's incredible the way it has dried in the last week. Perfect day. Sunshine, very little to no breeze, and the conditions are absolutely ideal for ladies football, so I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic game.
We're just seeing the two teams get themselves in position. Westmeath will be attacking the goal to the right in the first half. Fidelma, Galway will come in as favourites, understandably based on form in recent years, but of course we mentioned they're missing players. It's an opportunity for Westmeath here today. They are much improved against Donegal than they were the first day against Mayo.
Yeah, I think that, look, Westmeath, there's no doubt about it. They're a team in transition, and they'll be hoping to, build the girls in and to, I suppose, fill the gaps with the girls that have retired from last year. Wonderful servants, so many of them that have left the panel. It is difficult, but they're a team in transition, and I think they're heading in the right direction.
Well, the ball is thrown in, the game is on, a must-win match for both teams. Who can survive in Division 1 football for 2023? We will see as Ciara Blundell tries to launch the first attack to pass to Tracy Dillon into the attack. Westmeath want to take advantage of a slight breeze picking up here as Sarah Dillon moves down towards the corner, being shackled at the moment by Aoife Kelly, gives the ball back out to Ashley Ruan. Ashley Ruan finds a teammate an opportunity, a kicker at the post by Chloe Smullen, in towards the goalkeeper Alana Griffin. The first attack of the game for Westmeath, starting with purpose.
Yeah, doing very well. Just I suppose kicking slightly short there into the hands of Alana Griffin. She'll be happy with that. She's a young player. She's still in secondary school, I believe, in Galway, so she'll be happy with that. Settle the nerves. But Westmeath have started very well here.
Great young talent there as well, and a great block down by Amy Alford on that occasion as Galway wearing the white jerseys, I should have mentioned, in this game. Westmeath, of course, in the maroon. They have possession again around the middle of the field. Lost the opening day against Mayo 722 to 112, but of course a 5-point defeat to Donegal in St. Lomans the last day, 211 to 26. But you could see improvements in Westmeath this year. Wanted to survive in Division 1, the new senior side in the country, and they're moving the attack down the far side of the field, trying to create a scoring opportunity. Karen Hegarty, where's number 14? She has the ball, gets inside, might go for a shot, and off the crossbars, come back out, and the referee is blowing the whistle. I think he's given a free in for an advantage, but boy, what a start we would have had if that went into the back of the net.
Yeah, she looked certain. She knew exactly where she was heading for the goals, and yeah, just off the crossbar. But she'll be happy to get the free in and take the advantage.
Westmeath feel this is an opportunity for themselves to pick up a big victory, and we're actually going for a free in. Well, there's two players on the line anyway, so it's definitely not a penalty anyway, so
No.
this is a free in. So Westmeath looking to get off the mark. The kick there by their number 10, that's Anna Jones, puts the ball over the bar. We have played 2 minutes of this game. It's Westmeath 1 point, Galway no score.
Yeah, great start. Westmeath will be very happy with that, and Anna Jones would have been very comfortable stepping over that free. She's a fantastic free taker, and it's a great start for them.
Player of the tournament in the Paddy O'Shea competition in Dingle last week. Anna Jones has been a leader for Westmeath for a couple of seasons. Galway now in the white jerseys, trying to work away inside. Alva Davern, whereas number 8 has lost possession. Westmeath certainly winning the 50-50s at the moment in the early stages and moving up the field again in towards the attack, down in the direction of Chloe Smullen. Chloe Smullen taking that kick that came from Ciara Blundell, and she's on the left now, sends a dangerous ball inside. Anna Jones is hovering there, goes for a shot, and again Alana Griffin comes to the rescue in that occasion. The second effort goes to the right and wide. Gaps in the Galway defence, but Westmeath are really picking out holes.
Absolutely. Anna Jones there is out front winning every ball that goes into her, and she looks like an absolute threat every time the ball goes into her hands. She could have got a goal out of that. They'll be delighted with this start. They look the bigger threat at the moment.
They certainly do. 2 goal scoring opportunities in the early stages as Galway try and settle down. Fabian Cooney there giving the pass off for Alva Davern outside the 45-metre line, sends it in towards the inside line, looking for the threats. Linda Boot, where's number 14, her first start of the year, even though she's been named in the starting teams for both their games against Donegal. They lost that 10 points to 7, but Galway disappointing against Mayo, losing 6-6 to 2-8 in the second round. That took place last week. Chloe Smullen already showing why she's a late change in the Westmeath team. Gives away the foul on that occasion, and Galway have a chance to counter-attack through Alva Davern. Alva Davern sends the ball in towards the attack again, trying to get the inside line, involved in the play. This is their number 13, Mairead Shoag, has played centre forward so far, gets inside a chance and kicks the ball over the bar. But for Delma, you could have argued that was a goal scoring opportunity as well, but Mairead Shoag are happy to take the point, a point apiece after 4 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. She had the perfect angle there, and it was wide open for her. She decided to take the point. She'll be happy enough with that.
Ciara Faulkner is the goalkeeper for Westmeath. She's wearing the green jersey today, looking for the good options, and finds the captain, Lucy Power. Lucy Power goes to ground. Referee did blow the whistle, gives Westmeath a free out. They are on the 45-metre line. Malik Fagan, wearing his number 2, has the ball, looks around for support as well, and it comes from Ashley Ruan out the far side of the field. And out there moving with the white boots is Chloe Kelly, the number 7 for Westmeath, gives the pass in for Karen Hegarty. We remember what she did the last time. She lays the ball off this occasion for Sarah Dillon. Sarah Dillon back. Westmeath are on the move very, very quickly. Karen Hegarty was there. The referee says too many steps, free out for Galway.
Yeah, I think a correct decision there. She definitely took a step or two too many, and yeah, the attack looked very threatening, so she'd be disappointed with that.
Alva Davern lays the ball off for Lara Finnegan, the number 12 jersey there. Galway just haven't got going, yes, in this contest. Charlotte Cooney out far wide to Leanne Cohen. She scored a couple of points in the campaign so far. Again, trying to get Mairead Shoga into the game, but Niamh Nolan equal to the task on that occasion. Finds a teammate, Westmeath on their own 20-metre line, and it's a free out for them. This is the 5th consecutive year these two teams have played in the National League. All 4 results going to Galway so far. They scored 11 goals in the last 2 years. We're certainly, for Delma, not expecting a margin like the last 2 years in today's game.
No, I think the gap is definitely closing, and Westmeath are moving very well. There's massive support play there off the shoulder coming out of the defence in particular, and the two teams look that are going to closely contest this game.
Many people might feel this is a dead rubber, but of course it's not. Surviving in Division 1, fighting for the progress of the young players on show here for Westmeath and Galway. Westmeath are All-Ireland Intermediate Champions, but there's been a few changes from that panel and a few serious injuries as well. Lucy McCartan picking up a serious knock last week. Fidelma will tell us about that in a couple of moments. And of course Vicky Carr out of commission at the moment as well, which is a big blow for Michael Finneran and his team going forward. Galway are waiting for the Kilkerran-Clonberne players to come back. They are due back for the championship. Who knows, we might see them before that if they are needed. But it's Westmeath on the ball, moving inside. Tracy Dillon in possession, took the push, takes the free, going to send it out wide to the left flank towards Chloe Kelly, and Chloe Kelly will go on a run trying to get away from Shelleen Trell, and Chloe Kelly keeps going. She has the advantage here. A free shot, gives the ball to Sarah Dillon. Sarah Dillon looks around. Brendan Rice, the referee, says Westmeath weren't going anywhere with that. They'll get their free in.
Yeah, Chloe Kelly would be well used to playing in midfield and in the attack, so she would have absolutely no fear going forward, and I think we'll see her doing that throughout the day, where she's going to be an attacking half-back. She'd be very confident in front of the goals.
She's doing well so far in the early stages, trying to make that left wing her own. Westmeath have a free the far side of the field, and Anna Jones will look for a chance to build on her impressive tally this year. She has scored 2-8 in the National League so far. And she got 1-2 against Donegal last week. Goes for a kick at the post. The umpires have a look. That ball goes to the left and wide. 2 wides for Westmeath in the early stages. No need to panic. 7 minutes in, still a point apiece.
Yeah, it's a good game, and you can see that both teams are very evenly matched.
Leanne Cohen back in the full back line for Galway to take the kick out from Alana Griffin, and the sea of white jerseys there around the 45-metre line, trying to orchestrate a move that will lead to another score. Sarah Lynch, she was playing full back last year. She's playing midfield in this league campaign. Alva Davern out to Leanne Cohen, who kicks it down in towards the attack as well. And here come Galway on the move as space opens up for Andrea Trill. Andrea Trill turns to the right, trying to send a ball into the direction of Linda Booth. It didn't materialise on that occasion, and Westmeath will get it back out towards the 45-metre line. Back out for Chloe Kelly. Very, very busy, as we've mentioned her already. Good interception there from Andrea Trill for Galway to win it back for the visitors here in Hogan Park in Moat. And Shelleen Trill gives it to Emily Gavin. The defenders from Galway pushing up the field, want to get involved in the attack. Sarah Lynchy looks around, spots Lara Finnegan, and Lara Finnegan in wearing number 12 back towards the Emily Gavin, and Emily Gavin out for Alva Davern. Alva Davern creeping inside, gains a few yards, wins the free as well. The referee quick out to give the free in for Galway. This will be a chance now for Delma, for Galway to go into the lead.
Yeah, they'll be looking to put this over. Alva Davern did very well there. She took the ball into the tackle well and won her free.
Ray Choga is going to take this free. Scoring boots were certainly on from Ray the last day. She was disappointed with the opening performance against Donegal. She got 1-1 against Mayo. Can she put Galway into the lead? As we look at the clock, it says nearly 9 minutes gone in the game. Ray Choga with the kick, and that goes to the right and wide. Maybe I put the hex in her myself. I apologise to Marie Choga on that occasion. Again, both teams wanting to play a bit of football, still trying to settle the nerves as well. They realise the importance of this match.
Absolutely.
So Westmeath in their own half of the field, just trying to work the ball out. Chloe Kelly, I was talking about her on the left, which is on the right as well. She holds the ball, does very, very well. Couple of passes later, it's Ciara Blundell. Ciara Blundell to Fiona Coyle. Fiona Coyle pushing up towards the middle of the field, shows the composure to look around for the better option. And Milik Fagan is the player with the ball outside the 65-metre line. Ashley Rowan looks around to the right. Westmeath again spreading the play, using the width of the field here. Grounding very, very well here in mode. The challenge there, the hands are out, I think. I'm not too sure exactly what decision the referee made, but he certainly stopped the play, and rightfully so.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a free there to Fiona Coyle. Probably a fairly high and clumsy tackle on her there by the fullback.
I thought that would be the decision as well. Emily Gavin had the hands out there as well, and the play goes back down. And Westmeath, it's like a phase in rugby, they've moved it a bit further up. I wonder will Anna Jones have a go at this?
I'd say she will.
Anna Jones there looking around to see is there a better option. No, she's
Okay.
she decided to spite us on occasion. And why wouldn't you when you see Karen Hegarty? Karen Hegarty with a pass back towards Clara Thornton, and Clara Thornton to Sarah Dillon. Sarah Dillon trying to weave her magic, get a shot at the post, and she did very well. It's Sarah Dillon from the Milltown Club in the 11th minute of the game. She puts the ball over the bar. Westmeath in front 2-1.
Yeah, fantastic score. Sarah will be delighted with that. They did well. They recycled the ball and composed themselves. And when she was confident, she went for the score. And excellent score by Sarah.
Galway had an advantage there, but they bring the ball out towards the middle of the field. Shellene Trill lays the ball off, and now we're moving towards Dorina Keane, who only made her senior debut against Mayo last week in the second round of the Little Ladies National Football League. We hope you're enjoying our coverage here in Hogan Park and Moat. Don't forget, all 15 games live, those taking place currently, and some took place earlier as well, as decisions are made across all 4 divisions. We know the 4 semi-finalists in Division 1, but who's going to contest the relegation decider? Well, this game and the game between Cork and Waterford will decide that before around 3:30. Clara Thornton doesn't want Westmeath to be in that conversation, but neither does Dorina Keane for Galway, and she wins the ball back, and Galway go in the move down the centre again here towards the 45-metre line. That sun can often be difficult to see as she attempts to pass in the direction of Andrea Trill, who has the green boots, but good interception from the Westmeath defender. But did she foul the ball in the process? She did, and it's going to be a free in for Galway, and this will be a chance now. I wonder will Andrea Trill take this herself or leave it for Mairead Shoga. Either way, it's going to be a Galway free in as Andrea Trill takes the ball into her hand, looking to level the teams for the second time. Takes the kick, the ball goes over the bar. 12 minutes gone for them in this game. It's Westmeath 2 points, Galway 2.
Yeah, I think the result, the score reflects the game. It's very tightly contested. There's very little between them, and Galway will be happy with that now.
Of course, if this game finishes in a draw, there'll be factors taken into place by the LGFA to determine which of these teams finishes third and which finishes fourth. Of course, it all depends on the score of the match first and foremost. If they finish like level on goals and points, we will go to scoring difference, and I'll just confirm exactly who has the advantage of that at the moment. But if there's a score like 113 to 16 points, for example, whoever kicks the most white flags, the ball over the bar, will get the nod on that occasion. Westmeath have the ball at the moment. They haven't trailed in this game so far, moving it in towards the 45-metre line. Sarah Dillon does very well there to sell the dummy, and now goes in the move, and the space opens for Sarah, but Aoife Kelly equal to the task, makes it difficult. It'll be a great score if she gets it. Not to be. Sarah Dillon doing well to create the opportunity. Aoife Kelly recovering very well to make it difficult.
Yeah, Sarah was probably just a little bit too far out on the right wing there for that to go over, but having said that, it wasn't too far off either.
I was just doing my maths there in the process. Galway minus 13, Westmeath minus 33. Actually, Fidelma had it done as well in front of me. So Galway will have the advantage if we finish all square here with equal goals and equal points. Have to remember that so far they've been level twice in this game. We haven't reached the end of the first quarter. A water break due to come up shortly. Alva Davern for Galway tries to move inside the 45-metre line and gains a bit of ground there as Westmeath get their defenders organised. A pass in for Mairead Shoga. Mairead Shoga holds on to the ball, gives it back out, and Galway spraying the play again. Sarah Neelinchi, wearing number 9, looks around to see what way she can get inside this Westmeath defence that are certainly been putting the work in over the last 3 weeks. In particular, Alva Davern, 2 Galway players getting up close to each other, but Alva Davern decides to keep the ball, decides to keep going towards the corner, slows it down a little bit there, but then a sudden injection of pace and a pass inside from Mairead Shoga. Needed a second touch to control the ball. Westmeath again blocking them out. Emily Gavin gives it to Andrea Trill. Andrea Trill back to the number 5, who's Charlotte Cooney, and Galway working this definitely which goes to manoeuvring this ball around, but who's going to take the responsibility of having a pop of the post? Westmeath not making it easy. Maybe there'll be an opportunity here for Shellene Trill. She gains a few more yards, sends it out towards the right, out towards Linda Boot, and Linda Boot just holding the play up, gives it back again, and Galway just recycling the ball for Delma, just holding on to possession. Possession so important in the modern game.
Yeah, possession is vital, and Westmeath are making it very difficult. They really are defending excellently, and Galway are very composed, so they're recycling the ball over and back between the players, and it's the right thing to do because there's a sea of Westmeath players there, and they're not going to get through them easily.
Andrea Trill tried to put a bit of a shock there, but Charlotte Cooney has got a shot at the post, and I think she's put that over the bar. So eventually Galway do work it out. They get the ball over the bar. Charlotte Cooney with a point, and Galway go to the lead for the first time, 3 points to 2.
Yeah, good score there, and their persistence and recycling the ball worked for them, so they'll be happy with that.
If you're a young player watching this game at the moment, the last 90 seconds or so, a good example of what to do is you try to manufacture a score in ladies football. It gives Galway the lead for the first time in this game, 3 points to 2 as the Tribes women start to settle into the contest. Sarah Lynchy sending it down towards the right again, and Mairead Choga will see, can she work her way inside looking for the options, who's there to support. The heavy challenge there between attacker and defender goes against the Westmeath player, and it's going to be a free in for Galway. And Westmeath, maybe there's a bit of frustration there at the moment. They've been working so hard off the ball the last couple of moments. Of course, we're going to have a hold up and play. I'm not too sure if a water break's been called yet, but Mairead Choga on the ground, so we're going to have a break for a couple of moments.
Yeah, I wasn't quite sure if the decision was going to be a free in or if it was going to be a free out for charging, but the free is with Galway anyway.
Yeah, Galway will have the free. Mairead Choga was captain of the Galway team on the opening day. Of course, just to read the score again, 3 points to 2 to Galway in the early stages. Free for Anna Jones started off for Westmeath, but then the reply came from Mairead Choga, making it a point apiece. Sarah Dillon got Westmeath second, making it 2 points to 1. But an Andrea Trill free and Charlotte Cooney just a couple of moments ago give Galway a lead of 3 points to 2 here in Hogan Park in Moat after 16 and a half minutes of the Lidl Ladies National Football League. For Galway supporters, the concern from Mairead Choga, but it is encouraging that she's sitting up and she should be okay to continue. A big player for Galway, and certainly going forward if they want to achieve their objectives later in the year.
Yeah, absolutely. Mairead has great experience, and she's shown very well there for ball, and she's out front every time. So the Galway management will want to keep Mairead on the pitch. She's very experienced as well.
Andrea Trill has taken over the free-taking duties. She sent the ball inside, and Westmeath needs to be careful, and knocked out by Ciara Faulkner. Fiona Coyle read that very, very well, and Westmeath bring the ball out towards the 45. Well, they did bring it out. Malik Fagan just gets caught out there, and Galway on the move again. Darina Keane has broken down a good bit of ball in this game so far. She's won another free in as well. Westmeath just conceding those couple of place balls at the moment that Galway might have taken full advantage of yet, but they're getting the opportunity. And Andrea Trill will look at the post here at the moment, just puts the hand up to cover the eyes, blocking out the sun. Andrea Trill, can she put Galway 2 points to the good? Goes for a kick at the post, puts the ball over the bar. We have played 17 minutes and 40 seconds. The water break has been called, and Fidelma, an opportunity for yourself now to give your assessment of what we've seen in the opening quarter.
Yeah, I think Westmeath probably made the brighter start, and I think Galway have really settled into the game there, and in the last 10 minutes certainly they've had most of the play, and Westmeath just need to keep their composure now in shape, particularly in the defence, and just go back to what they were doing in the first, I suppose, 7-8 minutes. But having said that, Galway have settled into the game well, and I think it's going to continue to be a tight contest.
Westmeath will be very disappointed after the start that they had. They didn't at least get a goal out of it, get an advantage. I'm just hearing the latest score from the game in Division 1B. Cork 1-3, Waterford 3 points. We'll keep you updated on other games in Division 1, but those goal scoring opportunities, especially when you're trying to pull off a big result against a team that you're not used to winning against, they can be a massive blow to be 2 points down after playing as well as their opponents.
Yeah, they're playing very well, and they will be disappointed. They will see that as 2 opportunities for goals. That and as you said, you know, it's a lovely cushion to get in a match, particularly when the game is going to be tight, probably right up to the very end.
The other game taking place in Division 1 at the moment, Donegal have a point after 8 minutes. It's Donegal 1 point, Mayo no score. Both teams are getting themselves back in position here in Hogan Park in Moat in the Little Ladies National Football League. Galway with the advantage, leading by 4 points to 2. We played 17 minutes and 40 seconds of the opening half, and we will restart with the Westmeath goalkeeper Ciara Faulkner. Did you say, told me beforehand, Fidelma plays a bit of rugby?
Yeah, Ciara plays rugby. Her club is Mullingar, and she's plays with Leinster, and of course she's replacing Shannon Lyons today between the posts.
Trying to set in a goalkeeper for the campaign. Very, very important for Westmeath. Ciara Faulkner getting another opportunity here today. The referee spotted a foul, a free for Westmeath, won by Ciara Blundell. But there's a Galway player on the ground again. I'm just wondering, is that Mairead Choga again that's on the ground? And if it is, it'd be deep concern. No, it's not Mairead Choga actually now, because I see Mairead Choga standing up, but a concern for a Galway player at the moment.
Yeah, trying to figure out who's down. Galway won't want any injuries at this point, seeing as they've settled quite well as a team.
And especially too, as we were saying, with a lot of changes in the personnel for both panels, at least in the spring campaign, regardless what happens later in the year too, it's opportunities for individuals that they don't want to miss out on by picking up an injury and finishing up their league campaign too early.
That's it.
Galway in the middle of the field, hold on to possession again. Even Kelly has the ball. The referee says it was a throw. Alfred Davern doesn't agree, but that's immaterial. Sarah Dillon has the ball, and Sarah Dillon, of course, Intermediate Footballer of the Year 2021. A great player for Westmeath football. Gives it to Ashley Ruan, and Ashley Ruan holds it back for Chloe Kelly again, and Chloe Kelly looks around for options, finds Karen Hegarty. Karen Hegarty outside the 45-metre line. Chloe Kelly with the pass out to the left, and Westmeath now moving. They had a word during the water break there. They know what they need to do. Try and get a score. Get settled down as a great pass aside. Just overhit a bit for Karen Hegarty. Now Westmeath, she'll have a chance to go again. Tries to pick out Sarah Dillon. Westmeath do not want to get anxious now when opportunities like this come up. Galway have 13 players behind the 45-metre line, but they've won the ball back through Lara Finnegan to Alva Davern. Alva Davern to Fabian Cooney, and all of a sudden this is a Galway attack with space opening up. Shauna Malloy, the captain, leading the charge, gives it back to Fabian, and now it's Andrea Trill. Andrea Trill working inside there now to pass forward towards Mairead Choiga. Mairead Choiga has Linda Boot. Linda Boot goes for a kick in the post. The umpires like it. A wonderful counter-attacking score from Galway in the 20th minute of the game. 5 points to 2.
Yeah, great score there by Linda Booth. Of course, Linda had a very successful year with her club, St. Brendan's. Unlucky not to get to the All-Ireland Junior Final, and she'll be delighted with that. She took it very well.
It was great to see St. Brendan's, and of course for them, as you know them very, very well from home too, like to see them back playing on the national stage as well. Great team, and like pioneers for Galway football for the years as well, and back now with St. Brendan's, and they'll play intermediate football in Galway in 2022. Westmeath in possession here, trying to get themselves back on the scoring books. We've 17 minutes since Westmeath last scored in this game, and hold up there as a knock on Lucy Power, and just holding her head there for a moment. The referee Brendan Rice just checking, is she okay? And the free is taken. It's taken by Clara Thornton, and Clara Thornton sends it across towards the very mobile Ciara Blundell, and Ciara Blundell, referee, spotted another infringement, another free for Westmeath, and another opportunity for the team in maroon to try and get back off the mark. Good kick down in the direction of Anna Jones, the far side of the field. Being well marshalled in this game, as Anna just considers that to be a challenge, and she works her way inside, tried to get the pass off in the direction of Sarah Dillon, illegally stopped in the process. So Westmeath will have a free in here for Delman now, and you just feel they need to put this over the bar.
Yeah, they'll want to keep the scoreboard ticking over. I suppose unlucky with the last attack there. It was just slightly overkicked towards Karen Hegarty, and if it had been a metre or two shorter, it could have been a different result. But hopefully Anna Jones will put this over for Westmeath, and there'll be 2 points between the sides.
21 and a half minutes of play gone in the first half of this Lidl Ladies National Football League round 3 contest in Division 1A. Anna Jones with the kick, puts the ball over the bar. It's a score they needed. They waited 18 minutes for it. It's back to a 2-point ball game, 5 points to 3.
Yeah, great kick there by Anna Jones, and she'll be delighted with that. It's going to give Westmeath nice confidence now.
Galway will try and hold possession again, work the ball out as they've been doing since they settled into the contest, and this is good work down, moving down the centre. Charlotte Cooney, the player that brought up the field, the sister Fabian now in possession, took a block there, but Linda Booth read it very, very well, and Galway will have another goal. Mairead Choiga turns it around for Darina Keane. Darina Keane gets a bit of space, might go for the shot, hit it high, made sure she got something out of it. Good response from Galway. It's a 3-point ball game again, 6 points to 3.
Yeah, great point there by Darina Keane. She had 2 Westmeath players around her, and she still got her point, so she did very well.
Double scores in this game, 6 points to 3. Of course, they did play a low-scoring contest in 2018 in St. Lomans, 13 points to 7. It finished to Galway in that occasion, but Westmeath certainly will want to be picking up more points than that. They want to get a result out of this game, and Lucy Power will try and drive them on for that. Holding the ball in the middle of the field, gives it to Chloe Kelly. Chloe Kelly looks around, passes a couple of passes later, and returns the centre forward with the jersey, Clara Thornton. Clara Thornton just gets stopped in that occasion there, but manages to work hard to keep it for Chloe Kelly. The 2 number 7s coming to battle. It comes back towards Ciara Blundell, and now Karen Hegarty launches another attack as Sarah Dillon tries to find a way inside, and there was a foul in the arm, a free in for Westmeath, and Westmeath now starting to get their game plan back in check, because this is another opportunity for Anna Jones to try and reduce the deficit.
Yeah, I'm sure Anna Jones will put this over, should, even though it's a good distance out. And yeah, Sarah Dillon did fantastic there, running at pace and power, which she does so well, and she's very difficult to stop, so Galway probably had no choice but to foul her.
Anna Jones looking for her third point of the game. Her team 3 behind as the clock says 6.5 minutes to half time. A big score for Westmeath for a couple of years now. Anna Jones with a kick at the post. It certainly has the distance, but it didn't have the accuracy. It hits off the upright out towards the left. Third wide of the game for Westmeath. And it's Alana Griffin from Clare Galway that will restart the action for Galway, and goes with a short kick out. Alva Davern coming down to meet that and holds onto the ball, goes to the ground, wins the free, gives it to Fabian Cooney, and Fabian Cooney has been covering an awful lot of ground between the two 45s in this match. Gives it back to Alva Davern again. Alva Davern for Lara Finnegan, and Lara Finnegan tries to turn inside, surrounded by 4 maroon jerseys. Normally that's a good day, not on this occasion. And Galway just struggling to get the ball out. A boot came in from a Westmeath player. It's going to be a free for Galway. Lara Finnegan restarting the action, sending it out the far side of the field, and Galway will try and seek it to make more hay out on the right as Sarah Lynchy takes possession in the middle of the park. Spectators all around here in Hogan Park enjoying the action behind us here in the commentary box, and as you can see on your screen, the far side of the field taking every vantage point they can to enjoy the game of football. An enjoyable contest it has been, as Westmeath concede a free again, and this is the problem for Westmeath at the moment. They're allowing Galway to create these opportunities on the 45. I wonder who will take this on this occasion. Looks like Alva Davern is the player that will restart the action. Wasn't going to go for a kick in the post. Finds her midfield partner with Sarah Lynchy, and Sarah Lynchy gives it back to Alva, and Alva Davern pushes inside now, and Galway trying to move the ball around again. Leanne Cohn involved in the action. Sarah Lynchy back to Darina Keane. Darina Keane out the far side of the field. Westmeath getting the bodies back, not going to make it easy, and we wouldn't expect anything less. Sarah Lynchy again collides with the player, but play continues on, and Galway have managed to gain a bit of ground. Moving inside, Alva Davern holds it for Linda Boot, but the referee says she took too many steps. Free out for Westmeath, and a reward for Westmeath for their disciplined defending on that occasion.
Yeah, very disciplined in their defence there, and you could see that Galway were looking to recycle the ball and just held it up for too long, and correct decision there, free out.
Lucy Power, the captain for Westmeath, gives it back to the goalkeeper, Ciara Faulkner. And Ciara Faulkner now will need to get rid of this quickly before Galway start pressing up, and it goes for the long kick. A brave long kick as well, and it's nearly paid off. Good work by Andrea Trill for Galway. Wins the ball. The Westmeath player is on the ground. Maybe there was a collision between them, but Andrea Trill keeps going. Westmeath eventually stop her in her tracks. Chloe Kelly getting a hand there as well. Thankfully for Westmeath, Ciara Blundell is back on her feet. It's going to be, is it a free out for Westmeath signal? I think it is, and nobody wants to wait for anybody at the moment. We've the kick out there, but the referee has stopped the play now for the injury to Andrea Trill.
Yeah, Galway won't want there to be anything with Andrea Trill. She's playing very, very well. Really strong runs there into the attack, and she's picking up a lot of ball in the midfield and half forward area, and hopefully nothing too serious.
A big player for Galway is Andrea Trill indeed. Just looking at the stats here in front, she scored 2 points in this game so far. Set up another big score as well that Darina Keane put over the bar. We're going to play on. Galway have won the ball back and happy enough to attack with possession of the ball. Can they put a bit of distance between the teams? Play just outside the 20-metre line. A kick there from Alva Davern, and that ball took a deflection off a defender, so we're going to go out for a 45, and Galway will start the action as we give. Andrea Trill is back on her feet. You couldn't miss those fluorescent bright green boots anywhere. If there's one player we're not going to mix up today, it's certainly Andrea Trill. Back for the 45. Alva Davern, who's had a good league campaign for Galway so far, is going to take this, and she's just trying to decide, not setting up for a punt at the post. This is going to be a position for someone else. Look at Westmeath, they're reading it well, they're not making it easy, and Alva will want to do something with this ball quickly. Eventually moves it out in the direction of Sarah Lynchy, and good work again from Westmeath. They've definitely read the Galway attack well on that occasion, and Chloe Kelly gives it to Sarah Dillon, and now Westmeath will launch a ball down in towards the attack again, trying to open up space, isolates the defender with Hannah Jones. Unfortunately for Westmeath on that occasion, the ball goes out over the line. on the 45-metre line, and Galway have possession again. Shauna Malloy to Shelling Trill, and play goes out the far side of the field, and Galway happy enough to move it through Charlotte Cooney. Charlotte Cooney to Leanne Cohn. Leanne Cohn plays her football with Corafin. Inside the 45-metre line, down towards the attack, looking to get Mairead Cho again possession. Mairead Cho has the ball for Galway, trying to get a bit of space, turns in the left peg, goes for a kick in the post. That ball, well, there's a bit of confusion here now because one umpire waved it wide, but the other says it's a white flag. I trust the umpire nearest Fidelma because he was in line with the shot. A point for Galway, and it's going to be a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, it was a great score, and the umpire's undecided on it, but I think it's going to count.
Well, I think the indication given from the referee is that he's given the score. I'm checking the official scoreboard here in Hogan Park, and it says Galway 7 points, Westmeath 3. So we'll trust that for the moment, and we'll have a double check at half time that there's no change on that. Fiona Coyle wants to get this back to a 3-point ball game. Whatever way it works out, gives it to Ashley Rowan, and Ashley Rowan sends it forward, and this is good from Westmeath as Fiona Coyle's on the end of the move again and gives the pass over Clara Thornton. Clara Thornton trying to turn inside Aoife Kelly. It doesn't make it easy. This is Sarah Dillon. Sarah Dillon out wide there. Will she take on Shauna Malloy? I think she will. Sarah Dillon's coming inside, sends a pass across. Opportunity for Westmeath. Good defending there from Galway. Leanne Cohn, the player that took the ball into her hand, found the teammates, and now Alana Griffin will bring it out in the direction of Mairead Cho, who's come back to help out the defence a little bit, and all of a sudden Galway are going to start another move, and Galway have done this well for Delma when they've overturned a Westmeath attack. I'd like to get your thoughts in a moment, because all of a sudden the space is opening up outside the 45-metre line. The kick in the direction of Linda Booth. She goes to ground. No foul, says the referee. Good decision as well. And Westmeath will bring it out the field again. A 1-2 with Fiona Coyle allows Lucy Power to go on the move again. It's getting end to end here at the moment. Clara Thornton outside the 45-metre line and the right. Now this is the opportunity that Anna Jones will be craving. There's been a pull of the jersey. This definitely should be a free in for Westmeath. I haven't seen the referee signal it. Galway have overturned the possession, so one missed in that occasion, and Galway get the break out towards the middle. Fidelma will give us our thoughts on that in a second, but this is Aoife Kelly. Aoife Kelly to Darina Keane. Darina Keane trying to get round Ciara Blundell, as we know, stopping the last couple of passages of play here in the Little Ladies National Football League. Good work from Galway as they move down through Fabian Cooney. She's trying to get within range of a shot, or within range of giving the ball to Andrea Trill, who definitely have a pop at the post. That ball goes to the right and wide, and dare I say Fidelma just to serve, because we certainly felt Westmeath should have been a free at the other end.
Absolutely, there was a very obvious and deliberate tug on Anna Jones' jersey, and Westmeath will be disappointed because they deserved the free, and it would have been in a critical position. She would have probably put it over. Instead, that Galway turned the ball over and got it down the field, but it ended up wide anyway. It
could have been a massive score, but not to be at the moment. It remains a 4-point ball game. We don't have a countdown clock here in Moat, if you're wondering why we're still playing past the 30 mark. 31 minutes of play have taken place, but of course our clocks don't start when the referee holds up play. There has been a couple of injuries in this match, so I would imagine we still have another minute or two. No doubt he's given a word there to Andrea Trill exactly how much time is left in the first half. Can she put Galway 5 points in front at half time? Well, we're about to find out. Andrea Trill getting ready to take the shot. Of course, another of the promising young talent coming up from Clare Galway goes for the kick, and probably just allowed that ball to float a bit too high there in the element. And as the referee blown the half-time whistle, I think he has, and Galway have a 4-point advantage of the break. Galway 7 points, Westmeath 3. Fidelma Quinn, your overall assessment of the opening 30 minutes?
Yeah, I think both teams settled into the game well, and I think then Galway probably pushed on from the water break, and it feels like they have more of the momentum. I think Westmeath will be disappointed with the opportunities. There's been 2 or 3 goal opportunities probably that have been missed, and even with that last attack there, they'll be disappointed they didn't get their free. It would have tightened the margin a small bit. It's going to be interesting to see what way it unfolds. I think Westmeath probably need to regroup and find the shape that they had in the first 10 minutes, opening 10 minutes. Certainly Galway look like they have got momentum now, and they look very hungry and very up for this game.
A couple of early Westmeath scores in the second half will set it up nicely, and that's what we'll do. We'll come back in 10 minutes time to give you all the coverage here from Hogan Park in Moat of the second half of National Football League. It's Galway who hold the advantage of the break. They lead by 4 points. The half-time score here in Moat: Galway 7 points, Westmeath 3. Welcome back here to Hogan Park in Mold. This is the Little Ladies National Football League Division 1A Round 3. I'm Darren Kelly, joined by Fidel McQuinn. The half-time score here, and we confirmed it with the match official Brendan Rice, is Galway 7 points, Westmeath 3. We had no doubts, Fidel, that Murray Choga's kick was a point. A great score it was as well, but 4 points between the teams. Westmeath will be very, very disappointed with the situation they find themselves in.
Yeah, they'll want a fresh, bright start now to the second half, and they need to get a score fairly quickly and try and bring back to the game what they did in the opening stages of the first half.
We'll keep an eye out for any changes at half time as well. Westmeath just back out in the field. Galway have been out for a couple of moments. Galway will attack the goal to the right in the second half. Brendan Rice from down the referee throws the ball in for the next 30 minutes of action. And who is going to survive in Division 1 football for 2022? Alva Davern on the move towards the 45-metre line. Sends the pass inside in the direction of the aforementioned Murray Choga. Good defending there from Lucy Power, the Westmeath captain. Wins the ball, gives it to Malik Fagan, and she sent the ball across, but danger here from Westmeath. A bit of a mix-up in communication, and who has but Andrea Trill pouncing there, ready to get the ball. She's won the ball, turns inside, big chance for Galway, a shot. Good block there again by the defender, but the danger's not gone. Another go and a save. I'm not too sure if Ciara Faulkner got a touch in that occasion, but either way, it ends up as Westmeath free out. Galway start off this half at Delma with the goal scoring opportunity. Don't know how they didn't get it. Westmeath recovered in the end.
Yeah, Westmeath's very lucky to get away with that one. There was miscommunication there in the defence, and when you see Andrea Trill near the ball, you know that there's danger in sight, and very, very lucky to get away without conceding a goal there.
Now, what can they do in response? They can't give the ball away. That's the most important thing, but that's exactly what Westmeath have done. Charlotte Cooney gives the pass off to Sarah Lynchy. Sarah Lynchy off to Shauna Malloy, the captain for Galway. Towards the 45-metre line, finds a teammate, and Galway in control at the moment. And no, another couple of scores, 2 or 3, and they'll be red-hot favourites to win this game, but the Rena Keane gives the ball away, and Westmeath bring it out towards the 45-metre line, the far side of the field. Another battle, and Westmeath, that's 2 times they brought the ball out and kicked it straight to a Galway player. Shelleen Trill gives it into Alva Davern. Alva Davern outside the 45-metre line, looking around, sees a pass down towards the left, down towards Murray Choga. Murray Choga is going to come in now, gives the pass off again, and this is good movement from Galway as Alva Davern holds the ball up, gives it back to Sarah Lynchy, and a lapse of concentration from Sarah Lynchy, and Westmeath will get a third opportunity to try and get this first scoring chance of the second half. One thing they need, get it back to a 3-point ball game, and anything is possible as Karen Hegarty kicks it down towards the corner, trying to find Chloe Smullen. Chloe Smullen losing out to Fabian Cooney. Fabian gives it to the sister Charlotte. Referee spots a foul. Free out for Galway. I haven't noticed any substitutions myself yet, Fidelma.
No, there doesn't seem to be any change to the personnel on either team. Westmeath and Galway obviously happy to continue with the players that they have on the pitch.
No doubt the respective managements will start using their benches in limited substitutions during the league as Fabian Cooney gives it to Andrea Trill. Andrea Trill bowled them, of course, from the Clare Galway club, and Andrea Trill trying to work away inside but waits for the support. The support does come, and Galway looking for a player in a better position as Murray Chogan gives the pass for Leanne Cohen. Leanne Cohen again finding a teammate too. The referee spotted a foul and says it's a free in. A physical challenge, a push is what Brendan Rice, the referee, says, and Galway have been, really been the better team in the opening 2-3 minutes of this half, and Andrea Trill doesn't look like she fancies having a pop at this. The wind, as we look here, it's very, very mild. It is favouring Galway in the second half, so I'm surprised myself with Delma they're not having a go at it, but they've lost possession. Westmeath have it back.
Yeah, possession won back there by Westmeath, and they need to break this out of the defence fairly quickly and try and work something.
We'll see what they can work at the moment. They're looking at the scores from the first half again. Mairead Shaw again, Andrea Trill, both with 2 points each for Galway. Charlotte Cooney, Linda Booth and Arena Keane also getting a point apiece. For Westmeath, Anna Jones, their top scorer, with 2 points. Both from place ball. Sarah Dillon with 1 from play. They'll want more from that pair in the second half, but it's Galway who have the ball through the Arena Keane. And now the ball is with Shauna Malloy. Shauna Malloy outside the D, gives it off to Mairead Shoga. And this is good movement from Galway again as Linda Booth leaves it off again for Shauna Malloy. Is pushed forward and a kick by Alva Davern. That ball won't turn inside for her, but it was a good passage of play from Galway again. They're certainly moving the ball very, very quickly inside the opposing 45-metre line. Just unfortunate not to get a point.
Yeah, and the half-back line there, you know, you can see Charlotte Cooney and Shauna Malloy both up in the attack as well, and not afraid to head towards the goals as well, and they'll be disappointed with that shot. Probably maybe a little bit too ambitious, It's another wide for Galway, but they're still in the lead, so.
And Westmeath have given the ball away again as Albert Davern comes in on the left hand side, tries to turn, she'll go for a kick in the post, decided to sneak in, that one goes to the left and wide. She decided to send a cheeky one towards the left. But Westmeath have come out in the second half. They've been giving the ball away carelessly on a few occasions, and certainly Michael Finner and his management team won't be happy about that.
No, they need to find their shape, particularly coming out of the defence. The ball is getting as far as the 45, and then Galway turn it back over and really making great use out of the possession that they're getting.
Westmeath need to just hold on to the ball for a couple of moments. We hope you're enjoying our coverage here in the LGFA streaming service. And just a note I want to tell you about the home side here. Of course, for those watching the service might be able to help with this, but no doubt you might know people who are here. A bucket collection for the GPA and Cleona's Foundation, helping out parents with children with life-limiting and chronic illnesses too as well. If you hear anybody collecting for that or know anybody here, make sure that they offer a donation and help out. Westmeath have finally got the ball inside the Galway 20-metre line as the sun makes it difficult for ourselves to see the field, but we continue to Clara Thornton has the ball for Westmeath, gives the pass off there. I'm just trying to see exactly, was it Sarah Dillon who got that score? We'll confirm in a moment, but Westmeath have got the first point of the second half. An excellent point. It was Sarah Dillon, wasn't it? It is indeed. It's back to a 3-point ball game, 7 points to 4.
Yeah, fantastic point there by Sarah Dillon. I think it was Clara Thornton that gave her the pass, and she did fantastic because she was quite far out, and that hopefully will give Westmeath a bit of energy.
We're just hold up there as a substitution taking place. I think Clara Thornton is going off the field of play, so Westmeath are making the first change of the match, and Galway, I don't think it'll be too long before they're making a change as well. But Sarah Dillon does get that point for Westmeath, brings it back to a 3-point ball game. We'll confirm the Westmeath player that is on the pitch in a moment, but it's 7 points to 4, and Westmeath very much back in the match. Galway a few scoring opportunities and been given a few cheap scoring opportunities, if one has been honest, but they haven't managed to take advantage of them yet. And it's Anya Gaynor that's actually on the field of play, and Fidelma will talk about Anya in a moment, because we expected to see her at some stage. Well, Galway have lost the ball in their own full back line. They're going to bring it out again. Anya Gaynor was only maritime, Fidelma.
Yeah, I was expecting to see Anya. I'm very familiar with her. She's the captain of our school team, our senior school team, and we're in the All-Ireland Senior A semi-final next Wednesday week. Anya did well against Donegal, scored a goal. She's only 18, but a fantastic fielder of the ball, and she's very good in front of goals as well, so Westmeath will be delighted to have her in the attack.
And she has the ball there at the moment after a kick from Anna Jones. Ashley Rowan, the player that takes the possession and puts the ball over the bar, and Westmeath have gotten a second score in quick succession, and all of a sudden they've halved their deficit. It's a 2-point ball game, 7 points to 5.
Yeah, much brighter start now by Westmeath, and they'll be delighted with those 2 points in quick succession, and it's going to give them a little bit of energy, and the game is going to open up again, I think.
2 scores for Westmeath, scoring chances for Galway. Is this a bit of a reversal of what we saw in the first half? Both teams here in Hogan Park in Moat fighting for their Division 1 survival today. They want to get that one victory that guarantees they'll be among the top flight when we get back to normal service in the Lidl Ladies National Football League in 2023. There has been a Galway substitution as well. We'll confirm the details of that at the moment. That's Aoife O'Rourke, who has started previous games. Indeed, has scored a couple of points in this league campaign so far. We'd seen her standing up there, so we'll tell you who she has come on for in just a moment. But Aoife O'Rourke is on the field to play for Galway. We're watching this attack first as the tribeswomen just teasing outside the Rena Keane to Fabian Cooney to the sister Charlotte. Charlotte Cooney goes inside, works her way towards the 20-metre line, has won the free, and it's a free in for Galway. Or is it a free out for Westmeath? The hand is out, I'm not sure exactly. We are going for the free one way or the other, and it is a Galway free, so that's taking place. We're just looking around to confirm the substitution and see who is missing, but we'll tell you who's gone in a moment. But Aoife O'Rourke is on the field of play. This is Shelleen Trill, the Galway number 6, coming inside the 20-metre lines, gained a good bit of ground, but steps got the better of her in the end for Delma, and it's a free out for Westmeath.
Yeah, the Westmeath defenders were there back in numbers, and she overcarried the ball, so correct decision there, free out for Westmeath.
I'm just looking around, still trying to work out the missing Galway player, because I thought it was Linda Booth, but she's out in the field of play there as well. So we'll continue with the action. We'll confirm the substitution when we have it 100% who exactly is gone missing. There's plenty of movement going around, but Galway trying to launch another attack. Westmeath getting the way, play happening on their 45-metre line. 9 minutes gone in the second half here. Galway 7 points, Westmeath 5. The Westmeath number 5 is Fiona Coyle, and she gives the pass over Amy Alford. And Amy Alford with a great kick there from the Karen Hegarty. You can hear the Westmeath supporters. They love to see that kick as Westmeath are on the move, and Karen Hegarty got the first goal scoring opportunity in the opening half. Sarah Dillon, always big for a score. That ball was going wide, so it's going back for the free in for the post. I'm actually not too sure what happened there. I didn't see. It is a point. The point has been given again. We're having a bit of confusion down here at times with Delma, but the score has been given. Sarah Dillon has the point. 10 minutes into the second half, 7 points to 6.
Yeah, terrific point by Sarah Dillon, and I think the referee was going to play was playing the advantage, and maybe was waiting to see the outcome, but fantastic point by Sarah Dillon.
Fantastic point it was by Sarah Dillon as Galway go on the move again through Shauna Malloy, and Shauna Malloy outside the 20-metre line. Westmeath have been exposed. She didn't have to that pass that soon, but it might work out for Aoife O'Rourke. Goes for the kick, puts the ball over the bar. There could have been something more in that. I thought Shauna Malloy gave the ball away just a bit too soon to Aoife O'Rourke, but either way, Galway do get the score. Their first of the second half, 8 points to 6.
Yeah, I think maybe Westmeath got caught slightly there. You know, the ball was came out of the defence very quickly, and they just need to watch that now. If they get a score, that they are alert to the counter-attack by Galway.
We can tell you there's a couple of substitutions for Galway because Kate Geraghty's on the field of play as well. So we're doing catch up here with our notes. I think Mairead Shoga is one of the players that are gone, but I haven't confirmed that yet. We'll watch the Galway attack here down towards the inside line again. They'll want to build in that point now like they did in the first half, get a few scores and put some distance again between these two teams. 2 points separate the sides, but Westmeath are starting to grow in confidence again after a shaky couple of opening moments of this half, and plays up towards the 45-metre line, and a kick down towards the attack. Anna Jones has come out the field a bit more to get involved with the action, gives the kick to Anya Gaynor. Anya Gaynor outside the 45-metre line. Support is there as Westmeath are moving the ball. They're moving it quickly. This is Karen Hegarty. She took the pass from Ciara Blundell. Can Karen Hegarty get a score? Maybe not. Maybe she'll give it to Sarah. Sarah Dillon goes for the kick. That ball goes across the goal to the left and wide, a wide for Westmeath there. 2 points between the teams, but Westmeath are playing at the moment now like they believe they can do something. It's just a matter of not conceding the other end.
Yeah, much more confident on the ball, much more self-belief going forward, and even in the attack there seems to be a lot more Westmeath options there when they're on the attack, so they're playing much better football.
Shalene Trill has done well with the ball, with the space she's been given around the middle of the field. And again, like we mentioned in the first half, Westmeath don't want to be standing off Galway when they're moving down the centre, as Alva Davern sent a kick down in the direction of Aoife O'Rourke. Not to be. One was it by Lucy Power, I think it was, and Lucy Power tried to find a teammate there, but it goes out over the line off the Galway player, so it's going to be a Westmeath ball. The far side of the field on their own 20-metre line. Westmeath attacking the goal to the right. Galway are making another change as well. 13 minutes into the second half, and it'll be their third substitution in this match, and it is the number 22, a player we've been waiting to see, Tracy Leonard, a big name back for Galway.
Yeah, Tracy Leonard, what a wealth of experience that girl brings, and it's lovely to see her back in with Galway. She's achieved and played so much over the years, and it's great to have somebody of her experience back in with them. They'll be delighted.
Former Galway captain as well, and there's our first touch of the ball, gives it to her clubmate Leanne Cohn. Leanne Cohn gets inside, goes for a kick, and what a way to announce your arrival here. Set up your clubmate for a score. Leanne Cohn puts the ball over the bar. 13 minutes into the second half, and it's 9 points to 6 to Galway.
Yeah, lovely duo with the Currafin pair there, and 6 points to 9 now, so it's a good game, and both teams really wanting the win.
I was watching the Westmeath tactic as well, as they bunched everyone in their own 45-metre line. A bit dangerous it looks like at times, but if it works out for you, all the better too, and you have to try and mix it up and try something different. Westmeath do have the ball, and they'll go now, send it down the field and look to try and create another scoring opportunity. It's good movement on Anya Gaynor trying to chase after her, but Shauna Malloy, who looked like she was in the full back role there. I'm wondering, is Emily Gavin still on the field to play? But Galway have it through Lara Finnegan. Lara Finnegan gives the pass to Kate Garrity from Tuam Cartoon. Kate Garrity out to the right to Charlotte Cooney. Charlotte Cooney to Tracy Leonard, and Tracy Leonard will have a look up first before deciding to take on the opposition. The opposing player is Niamh Nolan, gives it back to Charlotte Cooney. Charlotte Cooney with a kick inside for Aoife O'Rourke. Aoife O'Rourke turns on her right hand side. Once again, another score in this game. Just went out of room on that occasion, but had the awareness to pick out Leanne Cohn. Leanne Cohn will be a good score if she gets it. That's a wonderful score. Or is out for 45. He hasn't picked up the flag. So maybe it wasn't a score, maybe it's gone out for 45. There's more substitutions taking place, so we are trying to keep up with everything going on here for you on our LGFA streaming service. Galway do have a 45, so that is not a score. We can confirm that we're in the 15th minute of the second half. Westmeath are making a change, and Shelleen Trill wanted to take the 45 quickly. I don't think Westmeath have Karen Hegarty, the player that's going off. Well, she's certainly running in the direction of her own dugout, and I think it's Kelly Boyce Jordan that is the player that has come on as well. But Delma will correct me in all this if I've gotten any of this wrong in a moment. She's nodding ahead of me, so I'm being reassured that we've gotten this right so far. And that's the change for Westmeath. Karen Hegarty gone, Kelly Boyce Jordan on, and on the attack are Galway, the Cooney sisters, and Tracy Leonard involved. Here comes Sarah Lynchy. Sarah Lynchy to Alva Davern. Alva Davern trying to get inside, give Galway a gap again, and opening up gaps here at the moment. Aoife O'Rourke, she might have tore herself, gives it to Andrea Trill, a kick at the post. It goes over the bar. Galway gets the score, go back into a 4-point advantage, but all of a sudden there for Delma, since Tracy Leonard in particular came on the field, Galway are looking so dangerous.
Yeah, so dangerous, and they're moving the ball really, really quickly, and there was about 3-4 players involved in that attack there, and of course put over then with confidence by Andrea.
Kelly Boyce Jordan gets her first touch of the game, winning the foul there just outside her own 45-metre line, and it's going to be a free for Westmeath. Ciara Blundell restarting the action, finds a teammate, takes the 1-2, and they'll move it down the left-hand side of the field of play. Fiona Call was the other player, but a late challenge in there. Their hands are out from Charlotte Cooney. We've had no yellow cards in this game. Hopefully we get to the 60-minute mark without any of them. And I don't know, maybe the referee having a word with something that was said afterwards. But Westmeath will have their free. Is there more substitutions? There is indeed for Westmeath. They're flying in and out. It's like the interchanging, like we're watching international rules or Australian rules there, I say at the moment for Delma. There's so much going on off the play. We can say that Chloe Smullen is leaving the action for Westmeath, and we'll confirm the player that is on in a moment. But Westmeath making another change here as well. They have a free that's taken by Ciara Blundell in the middle of the park, and they've given the ball away, and Kate Garrity has overturned possession for Galway outside the 45-metre line. So Kelly Boyce Jordan gets a touch in it. Number 23 for Westmeath is on the field of play, and her name is Mia McDonald. So that is the latest change from Westmeath. Galway have the ball back again. They have it back through Andrea Trill, and Andrea Trill, look at the pace of Andrea Trill as she goes. She plays soccer, she plays football. Here she is working her magic and has moved forward, but the referee spotted a foul, so it's going to be a free in for Galway. Plenty going on for them.
Yeah, plenty going on. Andrea Trill still has immense energy, and her pace and her speed is just phenomenal. She's been absolutely fantastic throughout, and she's really causing problems for the Westmeath defence.
We can tell you now we've played 17 and a half minutes of the second half. It's Galway 10 points, Westmeath 6. We haven't had the water break in the second half yet. We have Charlotte Cooney on the ball. We're moving inside trying to get a better player, and the better player is Tracy Leonard, and Tracy Leonard looks at Andrea Trill, gives it to Andrea. Andrea Trill offloads the ball inside, and this is good movement by Galway. Tracy Leonard again, a pass to Alva Davern. Alva Davern with a kick to put Galway 5 points in front. Indeed, she puts the ball over the bar. 18 minutes in, it's 4 in a row for Galway, and it's 11 points to 6.
Yeah, and I think you can see the difference that Tracy Leonard has brought such composure there to the attack. We're just going into the water break there. There's no sense of panic. Andrea Trill is moving the ball over there to Tracy Leonard, and a great finish there by Alva Davern.
Alva Davern getting the point there as well to put 5 between them. Overall assessment of the third quarter for Delma. Westmeath weathered the storm and then got 3 in a row and looked like they were going to really make a match of it, but all of a sudden then Tracy Leonard's introduction has a massive effect in the game. Galway have started just pushing up again, pounding at them there, I say. 4 points in a row, a 5-point ball game, and you would feel the Westmeath need a goal if they're going to save this.
Yeah, there is a sense if Westmeath got a goal that the game could become anybody's, but Galway just always seem that much slightly ahead of them. And as I said, the points by Westmeath there were fantastic, and they looked like they were going to claw it back, but Galway have a great resilience, and you can see the attitude of the players. As soon as Westmeath get a score, they're determined to go up and to counter-attack. And I think the way it's looking now, the Galway team are going to be hard beaten today.
No, they certainly look like it at the moment as they finish their huddle, come back into position. Westmeath, they made a few sloppy mistakes at the start of the half as well, but have really knuckled down again as well. Do you see the improvement in them game by game with so many of these young players involved in the team this year?
Yeah, look, I think the team is developing really well, and you can see that the players are finding each other, and certainly down the middle there, Lucy Power is leading as a fantastic captain today, and herself and Amy Alford, I think, have done very well at full back and centre back, and you can see the Westmeath team are definitely settling and finding a pattern, and I suppose that's what the league is all about, and they'll be building on it for going into the championship. But having said all that, they're not going to want to go into relegation either. They want to be playing Division 1 football.
Division 1 football is what it's all about. Cork lead Waterford 110 to 7 points. The loser of that game and the loser of this game will meet in the relegation final. In the other game taking place in Division 1A today, it's currently Mayo 2-5, Donegal 1-6. The winner of that match plays Meath in the semi-final. The other team will play Dublin. Dublin beating Meath, I should say, by 1-9 to 1-8 yesterday. Hannah Tyrrell with the late score. Galway with the ball, and they know another score or two will get this job done and get them over the line. Charlotte Cooney, look at the way Galway pushing forward there as well. Plenty of options in front. Charlotte might go herself yet. No, she won't. She sent it in towards Aoife O'Rourke. Aoife O'Rourke, good awareness from Ciara Faulkner, the goalkeeper, who's got the new pink hat for the final 15 minutes or so of the game. Galway on the move again, and this is Darina Keane. Darina Keane had a player in front but decides to go wide, turns it back around as a player on the ground. Amy Alford looks in a bit of distress there, the Westmeath number 6, but she's back on her feet. Alva Davern to Tracy Leonard. Tracy Leonard sending it inside. This is Shauna Malloy. Shauna Malloy out to Aoife O'Rourke. Aoife O'Rourke with a kick in the post. That ball is going to go to the left and wide. Disappointing for Galway not to get the score, but they're just moving the ball left and right as they see fit.
Yeah, very comfortable moving the ball left and right, and you can see there Aoife O'Rourke, since she's come in, very confident, quite happy to take ball on, and quite happy to have a pop for a score as well.
Ciara Faulkner needs to find a Westmeath player with this, but doesn't. Good hands there from Kate Geraghty. Wins the ball for Galway, sends it down for Tracy Leonard. Tracy Leonard looks around, gives the pass inside to Alva Davern. Alva Davern back to Darina Keane. Darina Keane with a kick in the post. This looks good. This looks very good. The ball has gone over the bar. It's double scores again here in Moat. Galway go 6 in front. 12 points to 6. Another excellent score.
Yeah, excellent score there by Darina Keane. Again, a patient build-up, no sense of panic. And really, you'd have to say that many of the subs are making a big contribution to this Galway side.
Westmeath have given the ball away again. This is a chance for Charlotte Cooney. She lost control of the ball there. Gets another shot, a goal! A goal for Galway, and it's Charlotte Cooney profiting from the mistake that I thought we said Westmeath had stopped doing. They gave the ball away from the kick out. Charlotte Cooney quick to pounce, but took a second goal, but she puts the ball in the back of the net. 112 to 6 points. Dare I say it's Fidelma, game over.
Yeah, it's looking unlikely now that Westmeath are going to win this game unless they can really produce something in the next couple of minutes. It was a fantastic goal by Charlotte Cooney, but to be honest, in the second half she's been a huge threat up there. I'm not sure if she's positionally has changed into the half-forward line, but she's certainly been up in the attack. Still wearing the number 5 on her back, obviously, but she's been up there a lot, and I'm not surprised that she got a goal with the way she's been playing.
She's played very, very well too, as this is Sarah Lynch. She goes for a kick in the post and she puts another one over the bar, and they're just bouncing over now for Galway. No matter what way you look at it, that's another score, and all of a sudden 10 points between the teams. Not a margin for Delma I thought we'd see here today.
No, and even a couple of minutes ago, it's incredible the way the game can just change, and I suppose you really feel from Galway now that there's no sense of pressure on them. They have a nice comfortable lead, and they're definitely in the driving seat here. So Sarah and these midfielders can certainly take a pop and and take scores without being under too much pressure.
Yeah, Amy Alford is going off there. She did pick up a knock a few minutes ago, so a substitution for Westmeath. And we'll tell you who's come on for her in a moment as Westmeath try and organise their kickouts here as well. That they've just struggled on a couple of occasions as Galway have applied the pressure, but they have the ball on their own 45-metre line and bringing it out the field again. And Kelly Boyce Jordan gets a touch of the ball and she kicks it down the field as well. Can Westmeath get a score just to arrest the slide at the moment and get themselves back up and running in this match? But they're stuck in the middle of the field as the number 8 Anya Gaynor had possession of the ball, laid it to Fiona Coyle, and Fiona Coyle sends it out in the direction of Chloe Kelly. Chloe Kelly down the left again like she did in the first half, coming inside here now trying to create something for Westmeath. Does make a bit of ground here and moves in closer towards the goal, goes for a shot in the post. It's a excellently worked point, has to be said, by Chloe Kelly. I don't know how she found the angle to put that over the bar for Delma, but she did very, very well. Their first score in 12 minutes, it's 113 to 8 points. Or 7 points, sorry.
As I said earlier, Chloe's very comfortable playing in the forwards, and she would have no trouble. There, as you can see, she was quite confident, and she made a fantastic angle for herself, and it was a great score.
Great score it was. Aoife O'Rourke has got a good score in this match so far. She's on the 45-metre line for Galway, out to Darina Keane. Great faith in the Galway management in Darina Keane. She's still in the field of play. She's certainly having a bright start to her Galway career. Does a 1-2 with Leanne Cohen. Tries to work her way inside, turn the body there. I'd say there'll be a free out for Westmeath. Had just lost her balance at the wrong moment there as well and fell into the Westmeath defender. So Westmeath will get a reprieve and a chance to sneak in to get another score.
Yeah, just as you said, lost her balance there and it looked a little bit clumsy, so yeah, it's going to be a free out.
The substitute that came on for Westmeath just a couple of minutes ago was number 29, Aoife O'Malley. This is their most recent addition to the team there as well, and that happened around the 51-minute mark. So Aoife O'Malley on for Amy Alford. She's wearing number 29. Westmeath have the ball in the middle of the field and sending it down towards the right as well, looking for another score now. This is good movement from Westmeath down the right flank, a kick in the direction of Anya Gaynor, but Fabian Cooney is going to win that race all day long and has support there from Emily Gavin if need be as well. And the ball moved out towards the right hand flank here now, and Galway again going to bring it up towards the 45-metre line through Shauna Malloy, and Shauna Malloy just holding onto the ball again, looks around who's in a better position, finds Leanne Cohen in the middle of the field here, right in front of us in the commentary box. You couldn't ask for a better view of the action on the LGFA streaming service. The kick into Tracy Leonard. Tracy thought about the pass, thought about going herself, decided it again that she'll take it back on the 45-metre line, look for someone in a better position and decide we'll have another go at this. And the player in the better position was Alva Davern to Sarah Nilinchi, and Kate Garrity involved as well. And this is Alva Davern back to Kate Garrity. Kate Garrity thought about giving it to Sarah, decides instead to give it to Darina Keane, and Alva Davern just didn't have the balance on that kick. That definitely won't be shown in the highlights reel for Alva Davern. Just lost control, having a good game other than that.
Yeah, it's, I think Alva hasn't hit too many shots like that today, but I think she just lost the balance and she won't want to look back at that one too many times.
No, most certainly not as well, and we'll move on from that as well. Galway in control here as we have about 6 minutes of play to go, plus whatever injury time the referee adds, and it's Galway 113, Westmeath 7 points here in Moat. Westmeath though trying to get a few scores and get a mini revival going anyway. Tracy Dillon wears number 9, gives it to the sister Sarah, and Sarah dropping a long teasing ball down in the direction of Anna Jones. Can she read the bounce? She did very, very well to get the bounce. Was she fouled? Maybe she was, and it's a free in for Westmeath. Brendan Rice had blown the whistle and a chance to get another score as well. Okay, like for Westmeath, this is about now putting respectability in the scoreboard. Can you see any way back for them really with 5 minutes plus a bit? It's highly unlikely.
No, it's very difficult to see Westmeath, getting back into the game to make it competitive. Anna Jones did brilliantly there. She jumped so high to win that possession, and she was certainly going for the goal there, kicking it low, and she was probably right in this instance because a goal is needed badly.
I was just going to say, Anna Jones hasn't given up, even her writing off Westmeath. Now Anna Jones still believes there's hope, and a goal there would have brought it back to a 6-point ball game, and stranger things have happened in the history of football. But down the other end now, it's Aoife O'Rourke doing a 1-2 with Rena Keane, gives the pass down for Tracy Leonard. Tracy Leonard on the right, thinking about coming inside. She will come inside, and goes another couple of yards there. You get another solo of the ball. Wants someone in the better position. Tracy Leonard often the poacher, but she has so many young players around her now. They're creating chances. Aoife O'Rourke to Andrea Trill. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Andrea Trill, the player that gets the ball into the back of the net. Galway get their second goal. That was all about Tracy Leonard, her vision, her experience to set that up. 2 passes later, what a bullet to the net, 2-13 to 7 points.
Absolutely fantastic. I think Tracy Leonard nearly took the ball across the whole pitch from one side to the other, patiently looking up, looking to see who was in the better. Gave a beautiful pass inside. It was laid off to Andrea Trill, and she made no mistake. Fantastic move.
Fantastic move as well, and Aoife O'Rourke involved in that as well. Andrea Trill finishing the ball to the back of the net. Galway have made 2 substitutions. They've actually taken off Andrea Trill and taken off Alva Davern. What a way to finish off the match. We'll tell you who's in a moment, because Westmeath are trying to get a goal themselves. Anna Jones was on the end of a delivery from Sarah Dillon, but just couldn't hold on to the ball, and Fabian Cooney takes it for Galway and wins the ball. Fidelma McQuinn will be giving us her player of the match in just a couple of moments as well. We'll give you a couple of moments, Fidelma, to think about that, and gives me a couple of moments to work out the 2 Galway players that have entered the field of play. So much traffic happening on the line as well, and great for the Galway management to look at so many options as well ahead of what, of course, the next game will be a Connacht final against Mayo next month. Tracy Leonard sending the ball down in the direction of Aoife O'Rourke, back to Leanne Cohn, and Leanne Cohn just holding onto the ball, sends it inside, back to Tracy again. Dorina Keane is there as well, and this is a pass to one of the substitutes that came on. The number 19 is Ellen Power. She started the last day against Mayo, so Ellen Power, one of those Galway changes. If you're keeping notes at home, we'll tell you the second one as soon as we work it out. Sarah Lynchy, the second one is actually Avni Dewell. She wears number 20, so there you go, the 2 substitutions for Galway that came on the field to play. Great block down by Westmeath on that occasion. It's going to be a free out for Westmeath, and we're on 58 minutes. We'll watch this attack first before we talk to Fidelma about player of the match. And Westmeath moving down the left of the field, moving down through Lucy Power. Lucy Power coming inside, looking around for a better player in the position, and there's players out to the right, but Galway are just crowding out the space. Sarah Dillon towards the 45-metre line, and look at the 2 white jerseys there, the hands out. You'd think that there was only a couple of points in this. Galway still determined not to concede to their Midlands neighbours before the conclusion of this game. Ciara Blundell has played a lot of football out in the middle of the field, kicks it down in the direction of Anna Jones. It didn't come for Anna Jones on that occasion, and it's Fabian Cooney bringing the ball out again for Galway. The pass to Dorina Keane, and Dorina Keane has Kate Garrity there to kick it to, and all of a sudden Galway are on the move again, and we'll just keep an eye on the play. The next time it goes dead, we'll give you the player of the match, because Westmeath are on the move again, out towards the right, looking for consolation scores. They'll be very, very disappointed that this margin has happened. The referee has blown the whistle for a foul, so while he's taking a note in his book, it's going to be a free for Westmeath. Sarah Dillon is going to take this, and she's going to send it in. Westmeath determined to get a goal before this game comes to an end. It might come for them here, and the ball falls for Anya Gaynor, gives it back towards Sarah Dillon, who pushed inside, blocked down on that occasion by Sarah Lynchy for Galway, and she wins it for Galway. And Fidelma will keep an eye on the action, but overall, the players that have impressed you for both teams in this game, and your overall LGFA player of the match.
I suppose for Galway, I think that Alva Davern has had a great game overall, contributed massively.
Just going to cut you there for a moment, Fidelma. Sorry, because Tracy Leonard's 1-on-1, and it's a 3rd goal for Galway in the 60th minute. A good move up the field to play, and it's finished in the back of the net by Tracy Leonard, and 3-13 to 7 points, 15 between the teams, and Galway finishing with a flourish. Back to Fidelma, you were saying about the players.
Yeah, fantastic goal there by Tracy, and she deserves that. She's such an unselfish player, and she's been so patient since she came in, so it was a fantastic finish for herself. I was saying that I think Alva Davern had a great game. Fabian Cooney has had a great spell there in the last 10 minutes, really mopping up ball on the full back line. Charlotte Cooney performed well today. Maria Troika contributed very well in the first half. But for me, without a shadow of doubt, Andrea Trill would be my player of the match. She's been absolutely fantastic for the entire game and a complete threat every time, very composed. Not sure of her personal tally, but she's been fantastic for Galway. She'd be my pick today.
Well done to Andrea Trill. Finished her involvement in this game with a goal. That was the second goal. Galway have 3 now, 3-13 to 7 points. And of course, that was the voice of Fidelma Quinn, the 2021 LGFA Coach of the Year, here joining me in the commentary box today. As the referee blown the final whistle, he has. I thought he was blown for a free. Not much added time here. And Fidelma, that gives us a chance to wrap this game up as well. The scoreboard overall probably flattering for Galway, but they certainly earned their scores in the final 20 minutes of this game.
Yeah, they certainly did. 3-13 to 7 points. It certainly didn't look like it was going to end, but I think Galway got huge energy. I think the introduction of the subs made a huge difference for them, really steadied the ship, and when the pressure was off their shoulders, they were just able to clinically finish out the game. And it was difficult for Westmeath. They just didn't get enough ball up into their own attack to make any real difference, and they'll be disappointed with the final result. It probably didn't reflect the game, to be fair, and you know, some really good performances as well by Westmeath, and you know, hopefully they'll be able to avoid relegation, and I'm sure they're awaiting the result of the other game now.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that, and I'll be out in the LGFA social media shortly. But for Westmeath, like, they were coming in as underdogs. Like, it's about surviving in Division 1 as they transition new players into the team after their wonderful success last year. But how much of a blow is this second half in particular going to be? Not losing the game, but the manner losing it, because they would have come in today believing they had an opportunity to pull off a big result.
Yeah, I suppose the Mayo defeat was so heavy for them in their first game, and then they went back up to and played Donegal, and you know, okay, they didn't win the game, but there was 4 points in it, and they were delighted with that. They won't be happy with that result because, you know, it's a heavy defeat no matter what way you look at it. And I suppose they're just up from intermediate football. Galway have been playing senior for a long time, and you know, with the team in transition and so many players that have gone from the panel and retired, I think there's 6 of the starting team that won against Wexford not playing, and I think there's 18 players I heard from the panel that have retired. So they are a team in transition. Hopefully they'll learn from the league games. If they can avoid relegation and play Division 1 football next year, that's what they need to be doing to move forward as a senior side.
That's what they did last year. They were in the relegation final. They got the job done against Tipperary. More likely Waterford will be their opponents. Finally for Galway, a lot of talk about them off the field in the last couple of months, and of course the disappointment of the 2 defeats, especially against Mayo last week. We don't want to overread the result, but Manus Brannock and Fiona will be very happy how this game finished out as well, and with the Kilkerran-Clonberne players to come back before the Connacht final, maybe we were a bit jumping the gun in this Galway team, and they might be dark horses yet for the summer.
Yeah, I think that Fiona and Magnus are going to build on this performance now. They're safe now. They can really concentrate on the championship, and you know, what excitement to have the Kilkerran-Clonberne girls coming back in. So many fantastic athletes, and now they have performed and won at the highest level, and I'm sure the fact that they didn't participate in the league, they're going to have a great hunger for the championship. It was probably a good decision on their behalf. They certainly deserved the break, and it gave Galway an opportunity to develop a couple of new players, and certainly looking at the likes of E4 Rourke there and seeing Tracy coming back in, they're going to be delighted with the chance that the young girls have gotten in the league. You know, Linda Booth there as well, and I think Darina Keane as well. So they're going to just focus their attention now on the championship, and yeah, I'm sure they're going to look forward to it.
Well, if you're a Galway supporter, the sun has officially come out in Galway's year. A big result. They survive in Division 1 and now can look ahead to a Connacht Championship. For Westmeath, another challenge ahead. No doubt they'll be up for that and look for an improved performance, but a disappointing day here today. I'd like to thank Fidelma, who joined me here in the commentary box, and to Kieran, who was our cameraman here from Mac AV as well. This was Hogan Park and Moat, round 3 of the Little Ladies National Football League Division 1A. But Galway there, the team in white today, well, it was all white on the night for them. They have got the victory. They've beaten Westmeath to secure their senior status, and we wrap up our commentary here. I'm Darren Kelly. Thank you for joining us here on the LGFA streaming service. The final score here from Moat, it finished Galway 3-13, Westmeath 7 points.